Okay, hey collective. I'm gonna do a quick little oracle read. I've been called to do it. I didn't mind, doing it. It wasn't a problem. It's just I was gonna go do something else. Okay. I hope you guys have been having a wonderful, whatever it is, wherever you are right now, that you've been enjoying yourself. First card out is this protection onion. Yeah. Maybe people are even crying over how protected you are, I guess. I don't know. And possibly over your strength, too. Nine and 19. Nice. You've been going through some rituals with your emotions. So you've been working with the divine is what that sounds like. You've been working with the divine to really maybe do some time traveling is what I'm seeing here. That's because it's a travel card. Oh, shucks. Let me change this light. Because I just feel like you can see it better with the... Ah, it's no better. What do you know? Okay. Well, whatever. I tried. Well, that's better, I think, maybe. Okay. So some time travel. Yeah, look. I didn't even realize that was under there. Listen. I don't have time to make anything up. Oh, look. And then it's whichever way it needs to be. But you see what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. So what else is happening with this protection and strength and rituals with emotions? Or maybe you're learning something. Cucumber is healing. It's a healing... maybe there was some crying to lead to some healing, because when I saw the onion, I was like, oh, okay. I don't know. I just thought the onion was big and, it looked good for whatever you were going to make. And then the celery just looked like, celery. Oh, it's actually fennel. My bad. So it looks real ripe and good for fennel. Making a nice little soup. And then the corn is the ritual. Aw. And then love is on the bottom now, all of a sudden. Ooh. And then the time card. This is nice. Okay. Maybe you learned something about that. Maybe some really important pieces about self-love, because that's what this is about, right? That leads to everything else that we want in life, right? Is by making sure that we put ourselves first at all times. Okay. I don't want this to be too long either. I think that's all they wanted us to see in that one, because nothing else came out in there. All right. Ooh, yeah, there's been a release, maybe an opening of the third eye chakra a little bit more. Something to do with parents and Archangel Michael. Okay. Yep. So maybe I was about to say, maybe that's the protection. Yep, definitely. Okay. So you're working very closely with this powerful archangel who's protecting and guiding you through this situation. That's nice. I like that. I asked to know more about the protection, huh? All right, and let's see what this strength is. What is this strength for, related to? I'm noticing the dagger on this this sword here. Thank you. Heart chakra. Ah, I knew it was something to do with the heart and love. It looks like there's some integrity of the heart being built. That's interesting. So it's the heart chakra and then the integrity card. So the heart chakra, the answer that you seek is in your heart right now. Be open to giving and receiving love. Yeah. Have the strength to love. Yeah. And that's why the love card came out at the end of that other one too. Okay, and so this is basically you have aligned your actions so that they match your values and inner knowingness of what's right for you. That's awesome because that means you've become a whole person. You know what I mean? Not that we're not whole, but sometimes we have all these pieces and that are missing from the emotional thrusts that we had to go through during some life experience. Our body is not. People don't understand that losing a person it hurts our heart. You become attached to the physical energy being close to you. You become familiar with it. It becomes comfortable, right? And I think something that I was saying earlier, I don't know, it's like there's a difference between, I wrote it down. It was one of my downloads. Oh, I knew I was going to need these bad boys. All right. I knew that was going to come up. Let's see. Bringing balance, using your intuition and trusting that your gut, that's not the one. Gut feels right. And, your gut, right from wrong. The initial thought, not the overthinking and overanalyzing. That wasn't the one, but I guess that I wanted to get out. You're connected to someone. Okay, so some people, because there's a lot to this message, but I didn't want to dig into that right now because it starts on this side of the card and then but it's like some people, okay, so even if you have a connection with someone, you don't have to choose them, right? We've seen that time and time again. We've had connections with a lot of other people, right? But you are given these spiritual connections where, the capabilities of them, the significance of them can really be powerful. But if the person involved in the situation chose not to choose love, they don't forfeit everything that they ever wanted in life. See, the only way you do that is when you try to manipulate the other person involved in the soul contract. That's how you forfeit and make your life a living hell, is because that's what you were presenting for the other person. In an instance where you didn't want to continue in a connection, if you just wanted to commit yourself to having the telepathic connection or the 5D connection with the person, but you're not ready for 3D, or you're not ready for, or you don't want that, like you're just too heartbroken to go through with it. Some people are concerned, but you won't, as long as you treat the other person well, which as long as you're not going towards them, you should be fine, because the connections are just the connections. So you don't forfeit everything that you wanted in life. You're not going to be broke or alone by any means, but you will remain exactly where you are with the same knowledge, etc., that you have gained. That's also a part of it. See, the elevation and the raising up of yourself, okay, if you will, that's a gift. Not a lot of people get to really understand their true self-value and the esteem to which they should hold themselves at all times. But some people, might call that settling. Some people may call that comfort. What you won't be able to call it is actually complete self-love, because in complete self-love, you want every single thing that you've told that yourself over the course of time. Like, you told yourself you were going to have this, you were going to do this, you were going to have this, you were going to have that, and you were comfortable with it. It's just the things that it took, the strength that it took, the protection that you didn't know you needed, the emotions that come with that, and then having to learn about this ritualistic energy of it all. Okay, well, I guess this is the message that's supposed to be out. I didn't really necessarily want to go through all of that. Okay, so let's see what's this emotion. I was drawn to this deck, so I guess this is where we're going now. And see all the lessons. Oh, I'm gonna just wait. I'm waiting to see what else comes out. Spirit saying use another deck. This one? Okay. Oh, this is continuance. Oh, and exceptionality. Okay, so bring back out those two again. Okay. Because it literally says continuance. I'm like, here you go. Continuance of communication. Look. And then the exceptionality factor. Okay. The art and the roots of it all. Ooh, and then fertility comes out. Oh, that's wild. Look at this. I'm going to keep these out. Exceptionality. Exceptional. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Exceptional. You're really exceptional. People, that's why people talk, though. That's the whole reason why. Like, look at actually what's happening in this. You're able to do things that other people aren't able to do. These are. That's why I'm saying it's a gift. It's a gift to be able to ascend. It's a gift, and the whole purpose of ascending is to show others how to create these same dynamics for themselves, because that's what everybody wants. You know, at one point we were one, right? All right. And that's what makes this so unique and so different, is that you understand who you are. You figured that out, and figuring that out, this almost looks like a tower for some reason, but this is roots. You know, it is really, you know, through those tower moments is what I'm understanding that has set these roots into place, you know, and brought about this beauty is what I'm seeing in this art card, because to me everything artistic is beautiful. Look at that water coming out of there. Yeah, and I get some 12 on the clock, and I get some energy of really learning how to understand self-value, because this house is always, to me, it always represents self, you know. Look, and then this person's got like a whatever this is, a portfolio here. It looks like, and then like from right behind the art, like this is, and this whatever this is, this gift that you're supposed to be using to do this, it does bring about money. Oh yeah, you're like a lot of sweet, like you, I feel like all the indulgences of life, all that. So this is really awesome. The gifts that you're being given, with all the knowledge that you've learned. Oh wow. And it's going to bring, about things for, I don't believe it's just your children, but also for like other people's children as well. And you've got to understand, right now we're living in a society where there are grown people walking around behaving like children, you know what I mean, with the way that they treat themselves, with the way that they treat others, and these are the keys, you know, these are the keys to help people understand how to understand. Okay, so there's this part of healing that involves loneliness, okay, and people looking in on that from the outside, right? And it's almost like you can see everybody when you're in there, you know, in that hermit mode. And that's what people are always like, you know, so shocked by. But it's like your obedience to keep going through that and to keep sailing through those moments is what has gotten you here. Wow. Okay. I'm going to stop with this deck, and I'm going to take the card that's on the bottom last, and that's the moon card. And that's because I wanted to acknowledge the fact that, like, it's shadow work, you know, it's shadow work. There are two here, right? It's shadow work. It's shadow work. Oh, look, and then look, the big creator in the back, you know, bringing this all together, you know, meeting oneself, meeting, you know, the other part of you, all of these, you know, amazing things. What was, sailing, and then the moon. Okay, there was something else with the moon. When I first saw it, I thought something else, but I was talking, so. What was it with the moon? Oh, okay, yeah. So when you go into this hermit mode, to most people, it looks horrible, because it doesn't necessarily feel great, right? There's this, you know, regeneration of wholeness of self does not look easy. Didn't I say you were becoming whole? Okay, yeah. There in the process of creating this luck and positive, luck and purification of self. So this luck is created through purification of self, and that's what people need to know. That's what people are going to be needing guidance in, because people think that they know, but they have no idea. No one's actually gotten this all together. No one's figured this out, you know. Whatever this gift is, a gift of communication of positive, that created positivity. And what I'm hearing is like in the heart space. See, I'm gonna take those two out and leave those there, and then I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, the spirit said no, you have more of a desired energy, whichever way, because it looks fine to me when I see it. So I don't know what it looks like. Yeah, and it's regenerating. It helps to, whatever this is, helps to regenerate vitality of life, is what I'm understanding. So I was listening to something earlier, and I was like, oh yeah, that's true. Because okay, I have all these things that I subscribe to. I don't know what you subscribe to, but I subscribe to a lot of different things. And most of the stuff is what you hear and understand me to impart in my readings, okay? And one of the other things that I subscribe to is that you can live to until as old as you really want to. You just have to make good choices and preserve your body. And there's this, okay, so listen, if the heart aches from losing someone, and you can lose someone here that's still here on the planet too, right? And people discredit that experience, you know. Maybe because people manipulate the other people's hearts so much, and that's become so commonplace, you know, for people to do, you know, and they don't realize, you know, a part of really being able to get back to that that center of self, and not be, you know, taken off kilter by another person, and be able to stay in this fullness of life energy. I'll just leave it there. I'm not even going to start. All right, we'll transition into that another time. I was only planning on doing 15 minutes anyway, but I think this is a really great reading that's, you know, showing people or you that how going deeper and maybe even forgiving oneself, forgiving others, understanding that love offers forgiveness. You assessing the situation, that's not to go to be dismissed too, because, you know, at any point in time the collective could have responded back. Collective could have clapped back and used the same type of energy that they knew was being sent towards them, but they were very, very much so disciplined, you know. And a lot of people discredit the collective's power, and if the collective can go against the forces that have been against the collective at this point in time, since whatever day they started, I'll just leave it at that. Then ultimately they could, you know, they could probably destroy okay, all right, thank you guys. Destroy just as equally. Okay, just as easily is what I was going to say, but they say just as equally. So, hey, eye for an eye. That was in the last message a while back. But anyway, believe in your good luck. So, yeah, your good luck, your availability to what your heart desires is what I was hearing over and over again. The heart's desires everything the heart's desire. And that's it's funny because I was talking to my son earlier today, and I was telling him the same exact thing. I didn't know it was going to be a part of this reading, like I did, but I didn't. But I always, you know, impart on my children everything that you know, I can, that I think is going to be powerfully impacting to help them through any things that I may have noticed in the way that they speak or, you know, behave. Like I don't know. But anyway, Ooh, trust. Yeah, that was a part of it too. Okay, so I'm supposed to just read all of these too, I guess. Spirit's like, yeah, you're not off the hook. This is going to be the whole reading right now. Trust and meditation. Trust your intuition. I said that already. Okay. Trust your intuition. It's in contact with the higher source of knowledge. I said that. At the beginning. Meditation. To see more clearly, close your eyes. I'm kind of convicted by this, and it's my favorite color too. It's literally purple right now. Okay, thanks. That's funny. And then Destiny is here on the bottom. All in the same kind of area, which is third eye chakra. So Destiny, follow your instincts. They lead to the truth. Boop, boop, be doof. Now trust. Okay, so what I have my notes on trust. Trusting. So you're learning to trust that you're learning to trust yourself, that you're making the right decisions for you in all areas of your life. You are not under any guise or any misconception. That's that moon energy. You're not in any moon energy. There we go. About there's no more, there's no more being under some type of microscope and oh, I didn't even see that was on there. I just saw the doctor at the bottom, but now I see it looking. But you're no longer under any kind of scrutiny like that or anything, and you're no longer fighting these dogs. Is what? Wow, you see how that changed? It's the same deck. You're literally flying, especially in the 5D. Like you're doing a lot of great things. Yeah, something about food and wedding, but maybe you went to a wedding recently. Yeah, I'm tasting cake. I'm tasting cake frosting, and it was good. It was really good. It was really light and a little bit buttery, just buttery enough. Okay. I don't know. There was some other food the other day I was supposed to mention, but and then there's somebody that likes to rub the ear at night. Yeah, it's a very soothing thing. But anyway, trusting yourself that you're making the right decisions in all areas of your life. So in business, how you spend your money, where you spend your time, who you spend your time with, what you spend your time doing, what your mind is focused on, how you're treating yourself, how you're treating others in that time. Trusting that you or your person, if you're in a relationship, have enough, that you both have enough self-control and willpower to not be bothered with the karmics because they're yuck as, yeah, because I know that there are some people who struggle with that part of trust too, is trusting, that your person has enough self-control and willpower to not be bothered with the karmics because they're yuck as, yuckus, everyday yuckus. Okay, sorry, I'm about to make a song out of it. All these karmics is yuckus. Oh, I just did. Anyways, bringing balance, using your intuition. We talked about that already, but it happened to be here in my notes for the download. And trusting that your gut feels right or wrong. Initial thought, not overanalyzing. I said that already. Okay. There's this process that you and your person share where, because this is on the card, where it's kind of like one of you'll say, and if you're not in a relationship, this is your business partner. Here's an idea, or maybe this is a roommate. I'm getting there's a roommate too. Someone's moving. Yeah. Here's an idea, and then the other person will sit and think about the idea, and then together you execute it. So it's like a 1, 2, 3, where it's like one mind thinks something and shares it with the other mind, right? And then it becomes something. So, yeah. It's that kind of energy. And if you've truly awakened and realized now who you are and what you're here to do, you're a very powerful force that will change the world. And so it's about all of these contracts. So if you know that you have a contract, that's the priority, is what takes place. Because again, when you don't honor the contracts, you can get out of contracts. And the way you get out of the contracts are by just making that clear to the other person, right? And then If you're, if you're, as long as you don't hurt or harm them, you know, do malice towards them and things like that, you're fine. If you've done anything like that, then that's where, you know, that whole, you know, different energy comes back out. Yeah. So I get there's, oh, I get there's some bobblehead energy. That's what the card said. I was over here pulling some cards out of the thing too, just kind of see what like the background energy was doing. Okay, and this might be like across the board, like just a table thought, I guess, maybe. Think back, have you done this before? What happened for those, in those instances where this worked for you and those around you, and what was the opposite result? Like, okay, so what happened? Yeah, and this is also for the karmic energies too, because I know that the karmics watch, because nobody likes, right? So think back, have you, you know, when you're doing all this stuff to try to compromise these situations or something like that is what you think you're doing. Have you done this before? And what happened for those that worked for you and around you? And then the opposite result is what your life existence is going to be. Oh gosh, they make me They make me spit it out because I can't hold the breath in, you know. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to some other nice stuff for the collective. Hey, listen, I'm just supposed to let everybody know. Your animal and spirit guide is a guardian to you and is helping you with this situation. You are profoundly clairvoyant. Trust that what you see in your mind's eye as well as with your physical sight. For your spiritual vision helps you with healing, teaching, and guidance. Ooh, the word trust is out here a lot. So that's the big one right now. I'm going to bring this one out for business, because I know that it's hard to kind of like trust people in business, because yeah, I know. It's hard to, oh gosh, it's hard to trust people in business. Yeah? Anywho. Oh, don't get me started. I'm not saying that. I'm not going there. Imagine you are the idea. So imagine if you're the idea. Imagine that you're a parking meter. How does it feel when coins are inserted in you? What is it like when you're expired? How could you be easier to use? Imagine that you're a box of cereal on a grocery shelf. How can you become more attractive? What can you do to force the grocer to give you more shelf space? How would you feel if you were the idea you're developing? Well, what do you know? Isn't that like the truth though at all times? This is proven to be pretty much a very clairvoyant reading. Oh shit. Okay, sorry, that's the only curse word. Listen, combine ideas. This is the only other one because I saw this on the bottom. I was like, that's interesting. Yeah. Uh-huh. Look at the two. What is the what's anyway? The time has come, the walrus said, to talk of many things, of shoes and ships and sealing wax, of cabbages and kings. Combining unusual ideas is at the heart of creative thinking. The ancients mixed soft copper and even softer tin to create hard bronze. Gutenberg combined the wine press and the coin punch to create movable type and the printing press. What different ideas can you combine? I already said that. Didn't I say something about combining and the 1 and the 2 and you go and the new and the 29, 29. Everything's fine. I don't know. This is a part of the transition. This is a part of it. I guess there's this final cleansing that took place now for this victory. to be birthed, I guess, is what I'm hearing, because I see vitality here again. Yeah, vitality and refinement. Vitality came out earlier too, didn't it? This is wonderful. And a lot of wisdom and courage, right? And now you'll be able to focus. Oh, wow. This is beautiful. Wow. Wow. Okay, so now you'll be able to focus on affection and love and trust. Things that you, yeah, wow. And clarity about divination and maybe some agreement for happiness. That's, I get the mutual attraction and the mutual success and the mutual leadership and the mutual stimulation and the mutual hope. Wow. Okay, this is brilliant. Okay, so hope is actually, so Spirit's saying ground, yeah. So there's something about grounding too, so make sure you're grounding, even if you're just getting your feet on the grass outside somewhere or in the dirt, whatever it has to be, sand, whatever is close to you, to be on the earth. Not like barefoot and out, on the earth. Okay, anyway. Not on cement. That is man-made. Okay, anyway. Hope. Okay, so there was another piece on this hope thing, and it was about the situation with you being able to learn this trust and the value and all of that. It's kind of like you guys both know that you need each other, and your desires to see this come to fruition, this thing that you're building, or maybe it's going to be your first time having, I keep getting this roommate energy. It's going to be your first time having a roommate and having someone be able to really I don't know, just fit in so well. I don't know, maybe you've had bad roommates before. I totally understand that. I've had bad neighbors, and that sucks enough. So it's kind of the same when you live in LA. But anyway, so you guys both know that you need each other. You're learning a lot from one another and things like that, or in the business partnership or the love relationship, whatever it is for you. Everyone is living, and you guys have all realized too, everyone is living their life, so we have to be comfortable living ours too. And I guess that's something you guys are creating for yourselves and each other by being respectful, because I get there's a lot of mutual respect that has to take place too. That was also in the downloads here. Let me find the rest of these things so I can just read this though, because I don't have me tell you. I don't know where that one is. I don't know where that one is. Yeah, you got through the survival of the fittest is what I'm hearing. You went through the survival of the fittest test. I don't know where that other one is. Bringing balance, use your engine, trusting, gut feeling, intuition. What were we talking about? Leadership, attraction. Yeah. Oh, this one. Okay. And maybe they're one of the two of the partners or the roommates or the lovers, whatever this is, one of them maybe has a mouth, but they respect you guys. Again, this is just respect. There's respect. So even when it comes to maybe, I don't know, maybe your roommate has a child, and you don't, is what I'm hearing, or maybe a pet even, but understanding that you're there also to help. And that's a thing that they're confident in, the other person. They know and they trust you in that area is what I'm supposed to be explaining. And that they have the capability, I guess you're going to see your roommate and your kid be cool. And you'll be happy about that because it's something that you may have been wanting, because maybe you've had some sucky roommates, but I don't know why I'm getting this heavy roommate energy. Or maybe you've had some sucky business partners where if you had to bring your kid to where you had to, do business, they would frown upon it or have a problem, who knows. But anyway, it's going to be all good. They're going to be the type of person be oh, okay, if you have something to do and you're sitting in the office and your kid's there, they'll take your kid downstairs to go get an ice cream and come back up, kind of thing. you know, or give them something, you know, to keep them occupied that's like fun for kids. Like, oh, here's a crossword puzzle or a word search, or, you know, just helps like in a good way though. You know what I mean? Like those are cool things that, you know, kind of, you know, are, yeah, those are cool things in my opinion. Anyway. um, it's kind of almost like in being able to have this partnership, one person gives faith to the other, and the other person gives the other one hope. So if it's the masculine and feminine, she gave him faith and he gave her hope. So it's the exchange of the two. Okay. Okay. So for, if you are not in a love relationship, because I'm going to do the love part now. So if you're not in a romantic relationship, you can go ahead and cut off, because that's all I'm going to do, and then I'm going to end. But this is the love section. It's for the lover in you. This person is going to simply adore you. Like, you guys really are quite territorial, is what I'm going to call it. It says jealousy and possessiveness here, but I feel like it's in a very healthy way, where it's like, the only yearning is for like the what I'm hearing is like the soft moments, the whispers, like the quiet times alone. And it's not in a bad way. Like it's like, oh, okay, it's because you guys always get them, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, you always get them. It's an ideal romance, because you will still have that time to love yourself, and that's important, right? Because that's the whole balance part of this. So you guys are going to be able to continue in this, you know, harmony, is what I'm hearing. Maybe there was some, yeah, because I feel like there was this last little, you know, stench to get out, and like as far as karmic energies, like not wanting to detach, but they've been removed, is what I've been told. Yes, they've been removed. Yeah, they've been removed. So there's the standing alone and longing and desire. Yeah, because there's no more. See, it's almost kind of like the universe is communicating. Someone doesn't want to stand alone anymore. And so that puts them in this position of longing and desire. And so by extending, putting this out there, look, this person took off their masks too. So maybe somebody's done some, done some inner work, which we talked about at the beginning. Everybody is, right? But maybe somebody's done a lot of inner work and understands love. Yeah. And there's going to be this new experience, this uninhibited release, which I think is just maybe, oh, wow. I get kind of like if you were to close your eyes and then, I don't know, it's kind of like if you've ever meditated and you've reached I think I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, samadhi, but it's this area of meditation when you're completely in the stars, and it's just giving me a lot of this star. I don't know if you guys can even see it good. There's stars back here. There's like a lot of stars back there, right? And they're colorful though, and it's so beautiful. I had that happen the other day. And it's bringing them through. I guess this is like, this is the gift, you know, this is the gift that's being shared. You know, this is maybe even in your sexual chemistry. Okay. This is powerful. So what I'm understanding is maybe there's a brace yourself, because typically what happens with divine beings,
the physical relationship just continues to get better and better for the person that's with them. And so if these are two divine beings coming together, it's a different experience, is what I'm being told.
It's a different experience. It's a different experience. Ooh, it's a different experience. There's a different experience because there aren't two divine beings together right now. I don't know. That's what I'm understanding. Like people who have this, people like two star seeds together. Who found spirituality and each other in another dimension first. Yeah. And what I'm like, there will be nothing that either one of these two will desire, or you and your person will desire. Like, it's just going to continue to grow. I said that already. Ooh, wow. It gave me 3 cards again. And then it's like, and because you still get this time to love yourself. Like, you both still continue to, because of that respect, that mutual respect is what it is. It's this mutual respect. It's this mutual love for self, because you can only love someone as much as you love yourself, right? You can, that's as far as you can't love someone more than you can love yourself. And if you've learned how to love yourself a lot, so much so that you desire and require the very best for yourself in every area of your life, that is what you're about to experience. This is card 21, 24, 23, 15, 2, 7, 19, 25, and 12. I don't know if that has any significance. But the number 8 is loving yourself. This is awesome. Yeah, and then I end it here. Okay. Oh, actually, Spirit said, no, you're not. I'm pulling one of these. Okay. It says heal away addiction. So if anybody's like got any last minute things that they're concerned about, it's saying it's time to let go of behaviors that are blocking you from your heart's desire. Ask Archangel Raphael to help you with this healing. So you can call on Archangel Raphael to ask for healing of whatever addictions that you have, to help you release any addictions that you may, kind of be moving towards, or, struggling with at this time. To completely shield yourself, and, well, I feel like the protection is there, but to kind of, I guess, I feel like it's more of like take off the shield for what's next. Okay, I'll take those. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Trust. That's big here. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept your current situation, it will automatically transform. And the third one, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Ooh, and this is the last one. Wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. All right. Catch you later.